And tonight we are continuing the discussion in our 7 Upfront segment. Let's bring in the President and CEO of the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce, Sandy Barua, as we continue this conversation. Sandy, good evening. Thank you for being there tonight.
Great to be with you again, Dave. Thanks.
The Chamber just introduced the 100,000 by Labor Day Back to Work plan. Tell us what it proposes.
So one of the big challenges that employers are facing across the state, across all industries, is getting workers to come back to the office. And this isn't just in restaurants, although it's very acute in restaurants. So we thought we would build on a House Republican proposal to incentivize both employees and employers to come back off of unemployment and back into work. So our proposal is very simple. There's about $20 billion in federal American Recovery Plan dollars coming into the state of Michigan, thanks to Uncle Sam. Let's take $400 million of that money and use it to give employees $2,000 to come off unemployment and go back to work, and give the employer an additional $1,000 to use for either training that employee or providing an additional bonus to that employee to come back into the office, and I should say, add $100 per employee that each employer gets vaccinated, either through time off or hosting an in-office vaccination clinic. So that's our proposal.
Very interesting. We'll see where it goes. So many employees have been working from home out of necessity for the last year with the pandemic. What are you hearing from your members? How many companies will choose to keep remote work as an option for those employees?
So I just heard your poll numbers, 70+% of employees are anxious to stay at home. At the end of the day, it's got to be a mix. There are some real efficiencies to staying at home, but there's also some quality issues that companies are facing with the remote work. So I think smart employers aren't going to say, hey, we're going to be completely back in the office, nor are we going to be completely at home. It's got to be a mix based on what that employee's work is. It also has to kind of ebb and flow based on what's happening in your workplace. I mean, is it a busy time of year? Are there times when more collaboration is needed? So we're going to see a much more customized approach, individualized approach, and that's what good employers are doing, and that's what we're encouraging them to do.
Well, it's going to be a fascinating few months here, hopefully, as more and more people get vaccinated and we move through some of these timelines, if you will, for the return to normal. As always, Sandy, we thank you for your time tonight, and we'll follow the progress of your proposal as well.
Thanks, Dave. Good to be with you.
Thank you.